Amazon, Google, Netflix, Uber, just the tip of the iceberg in changing the way we all buy things, search, watch TV, get around town. But why didn't Sears, the Yellow Pages, Blockbuster, and the taxi industry read and react to this tidal wave of change before it happened? What makes the difference from being relevant to being relegated? Welcome to the Reinvention Code, where we decipher timeless principles of disruptive innovation to keep you and your organization ahead of the relevance curve. Drawing on insights that range from Henry Ford and Alexander Graham Bell to the D-Day landings, Apple, Virgin, and the Moneyball Oakland A's, the Reinvention Code inspires people and organizations to disrupt before being disrupted.
You know, it's tough to run a business. And it's tough enough just to do what you're doing better and better. But if you get too myopic about it, you don't observe what's going on in your customer's world, in the outside world, and you set yourself up for potentially being blindsided.
His name was Steve Sasson, and he is the inventor, and you see the original prototype of the digital camera. And when it was brought to the Kodak executives, they looked it over and they said, well, how long is it going to take before this thing becomes commercially viable? And he said, well, based on Moore's law, give or take 15 to 20 years. And the Kodak executives basically passed on the innovation that they created and that would eventually put them out of business.
We now live in a day and age where it's more than okay to make mistakes. We need to move fast and break things, fail faster, mess up, learn quickly, move on, make something happen. But while change is happening at warp speed, there's a certain comfort in knowing some core concepts that won't ever change, universal principles that explain the difference between what happened with the hotel industry and Airbnb, between Kodak and Instagram, principles that will help you pivot before you have to.
Charles Darwin was right more than 200 years ago. It is not the strongest of the species nor the most intelligent that will survive, but the one most responsive to change.
Let's face it, how can any company, community, or career thrive and prosper if the rate of reinvention is slower than the rate of market change? And what if market volatility is actually the surest sign of abundant opportunity? The ability, capacity, and willingness to reinvent has become a prerequisite for anyone to survive and thrive in this new economy. If you believe in shaping your world as it should be, that no dream's too big, no challenge that can't be overcome, then the Reinvention Code is the ideal program to give conventional wisdom and conformity a swift kick to the curb. Think of this as a practical framework for creativity, momentum, original thinking in the most exciting, the most extraordinary, possibility-filled age in human history.